Now let's respond to the question that says, how do you arrange data in alphabetical order? Okay, let's go with this data. Alright, so these are names of people. We want to arrange these names in alphabetical order. So we want to arrange the first name. Let's say this is the surname. This should be maybe the first name, but we want to follow the surname. We want to get all the surnames arranged in alphabetical order. So select on all the table, go to where you have this sort and filter, click on it, click on custom sort, then choose which column do you want to arrange. Here I want to arrange column A, this A here. So from here you select that A. What do you have there is a name. The first thing there is name, so click on that one, name. Look at the order, A to Z. So it's going to arrange in A to Z. If you click here and you say Z to A, it will not arrange the other way from Z to A, Z, Y, W, like that to A. But what we want to do now is A to Z. So you choose A to Z and click OK. Can you see that it has arranged Amaka, then Courage, Jasui, like that? Alright? I hope you understand this one very well. So let's move to the next question. In the video where I taught how to hide sensitive details like password, some persons also asked, how do I now unhide it after hiding it? So I'm not going to teach how to hide it now. If you have not watched that video, please just scroll down to my page and watch that video. So what I want to teach now is how to unhide it. Alright? Now look at your screen. This is where I taught how to hide it. The numbers are hidden now. This is the place. The numbers are hidden. So I want to unhide these numbers. They are here. So let me bring them back. So click on Control 1 to bring out this dialog box. Then click on Custom. Here, change it to General and click OK. See, the numbers or the data that were hidden are now back. Alright, any other question on this issue? I don't think you have any. At this stage, if you have not subscribed to my channel, just subscribe now. If you want to finish watching before you subscribe, you might forget. Just pause and subscribe to my channel now. Click on the subscription button there and click on the bell icon so that tomorrow when I post, you will be the first to be notified about it. Now let's move on to the next question. Again, someone asked me to do a video on how to create and automate a payroll. Alright, so this is the response to your video, and I will use this table to this payroll to respond to the other person that said I should teach how to do subtotal and grand total. I will use this payroll to respond to the two questions. Okay, I just created this payroll now. It's just a sketchy payroll. If you understand it, you can do whatever payroll that is being given to you. If you look at the payroll, I call it Photoshine payroll for the month of January 2025. If you look, you have names of my staff, then subtotal, then different departments. I categorize it into different departments. I have the engineering department, accounting department, and legal department. So the essence of the subtotal is for me to know how much salary do I pay on each department. How much do I pay every month on legal department? How much do I pay every month on accounting department? That is the essence of the subtotal. Then the grand total will give me the report of the entire payroll. How much did I pay my staff for the month of January? So now let's start creating the payroll. I just created this grade level, salary grade level, this one, level 4, level 5, level 2, different grade levels and different amounts. you know, if 3 persons are on the same grade level, they should earn the same salary. In your working place, for example, you have basic salary like this, and you have rent allowance and wardrobe allowance and whatever allowance that you have, just put the percentage of that allowance. So let's assume that the rent allowance is 2% of basic. So here we say equal to 2% is 0.02. So we just say equal to 0.02 times, put times basic. Click on the basic, click enter. So the rent for this person is 1,700. We can now drag to get the other ones. If you drag down continuously like this, you will get this dot here. So you can choose to skip, or you can also choose to continue dragging. All right, you will get the rest. Now let's assume the wardrobe allowance for my workers, let's say 3%, 0.03. Sorry, before you do anything on Excel, you must put equal to. Before you put any formula, you must put equal to. All right, so equal to 0.03 times basic, enter. You get the wardrobe allowance for these people. Okay, now what is gross? Gross is the summation of the basic allowance, the rent allowance, the wardrobe allowance, and every other allowance that your company may have. That will give you the gross salary. So our gross salary is, we put equal to sum of all of this. So since there are just few, let me use this simple summation method. I will teach you many other summation methods in other videos, but let me just teach you this simple one that you will remember quickly, not cramming formulas. Okay, so it's just equal to this plus this plus this. Press enter. It's as simple as that. The numbers are hidden because the column is shorter or is narrow. The figures are big, so it does not contain it. That's why the numbers are in this format. So you can double click here to make it fit to column. All right, so you can as well drag to, you will get for the rest. These figures are bigger than the one I used to fit it before. So now I want to fit it again with this one. Double click again, and this is their gross salary. Okay, now having gotten their gross salary, you want to remove tax, you want to remove pension. Okay, sometimes you want to remove union due. Some organizations, they belong to different unions, so you want to remove their union due. So let's say tax is some people's tax is based on basic, the tax is based on gross. So whatever your own tax is based on, just follow the same principle. So if tax is, let's say, 5% of basic, so we say equal to 0.05 times basic. The column is narrow. Double click. I'll teach you. There's another hack I have on how you can fit in your cells. Any figure you enter, the column will adjust to the size of that figure. That is a different hack. I will teach you that later, but just follow. Let's finish this our tutorial class. All right, so this is tax. We said 5%, so we can now drag to apply. Then pension, we say pension is let's say 4%, 0.04 times basic. Pension, this union due, let's say 1%, equal to 0.01 times basic. All right, then good. You can add another column to have your total deductions, just like we have gross as total emolument. You can also add a column. Let's add another column here. You know, I taught you the shortcuts on how to add columns. So if you have not watched it, scroll down to my videos and you will watch it. This is net pay. So this is, we'll name this one total deduction. Total deduction. All right. So I do not want you to cram formulas. That's why I'm using this simple addition method. So all money you want to deduct is the tax, the pension, and the union. So just say equal to tax plus pension plus union and press enter. This is the total deduction for every staff. So the net pay is now the gross minus the total deduction. Okay, so net pay equal to gross minus total deduction. Press enter, and that's your payroll. So this is the net pay they are going to pay each staff. Okay, now we want to sum you have to have a subtotal to know how much are we actually paying our engineering department, how much are we paying our accounting department, how much are we paying our legal department. So that is where subtotal comes in. So we can just say, you can use that method I've been using, this plus this plus this plus this. But right here again, I'm just being urged to teach you another simple hack. Just press alternate equal to and press enter. This is another hack I was supposed to do a video for, but you are fortunate in this tutorial you've gotten it. All right, that's why I told you this is not for Excel hack and Excel tricks. This is a real teaching. This is my class for you now. It's free of charge. Yes, come to my class. It's a free class. You can enjoy it. All right. So any figure that is bigger, that is longer than the column, it will show hash. But just double click on where what I'm doing now. You will see them clearly. So we can make it bold. This is all right. So the same thing, you apply it here. Alternate equal to and press enter. All right. So you get the subtotal for each of them. Then likewise here, alternate equal to enter. So if it does not fill any, because of the way I dragged it before, you can drag from here and flash fill it. All right. So this is another subtotal for legal department. So how much salary am I paying in total? That is engineering department plus accounting department plus legal department will give you the total salary. So we can say, we can apply it in that format. We can say equal to total of engineering plus total of accounting plus total of legal and press enter. This is it. So you can see drag and you will get the rest. Okay. So we can make this one both too. So the total gross we are paying is 1,060,500 naira. Then total net is 959,500 naira. So this is how to create and automate your payroll. How is it automated? Haven't done this like this. If peradventure this person's salary becomes, let's say, 200,000. The first person, the basic becomes 200,000. When you key in 200 here, 200,000, and press enter, every other figure changes. Are you seeing it? So everything, both the wardrobe, the rent, the gross, the tax, everything, the net, everything changes automatically. So you don't need to bother yourself doing it again the next month. Peradventure, this person is promoted or whatever. Once you key in the basic, it will show you, it will just fill the rest for you. I will also do another hack where you don't even need to fill the basic. Just select the level, the salary grade level. Once you choose this person is on level 5, the salary for level 5 will appear and every other thing will follow. What if the person is promoted to level 6? Just go to that place, select level 6 and everything changes. I will do a hack on that. Just stay tuned to this channel. Now let's move on to the next question. This is the last question from the list of questions I'm attending to for today. So if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button so that when I post my video next time, you will be notified. Okay, so this last question is how to link different sheets into one. So I'm using the payroll I just taught to do it. So what I did was to duplicate the payrolls into January, February and March for the ease of this demonstration. Okay, though in this demonstration now all the figures are the same because I just duplicated them. The same pay in January, the same pay in February, the same pay in March. It is not always like that. Some things happen in between months that make salaries to change. It could be that one person is promoted, another person is demoted, and somebody left the union, and another person joined the union. There are several things that make salaries to change. So, but for this demonstration, everything remains constant. It is not always like that in ideal situation. Okay, so look at what I did. I created different sheets, 3 sheets. I call this one payroll January. I call this payroll February. I call this payroll March. So let me just copy and paste these ones. Paste. So I have the same payroll in these different sheets, but I want to have a summary at the end, what each person is taking home every month. Okay, what is Favor taking home every month? The month of January, what did she take home? February, what did she take home? March. And at the end of the year, I will have a total emolument. This is what I have paid this staff for this year. That is the summary I want to have now. So I want all the things I'm doing on the payroll to be reflecting on this sheet. So I want to link this sheet. I call it summary sheet. I want to link it to each of those payrolls. So from January here, you just click equal to. We want to know how much we paid this person in January. So go to payroll of January and click on it. Then click on what we paid the person. This is it, 190,000. Click on it and press enter. The 190 will come here, and if you drag, it will apply to each and every one of them. Then February, you say equal to, click on the payroll of February and click on the same. The figures are the same because I just duplicated. Like I told you, it's not always like that. And for March, press equal to, click on March payroll and click on the pay and press enter. Then you can come and drag so that at the end of the year you will know how much you paid each of them. So how am I sure this thing has been linked? So to confirm to you that these payrolls have been linked to that summary, let's go to each of those payrolls. Let's go to January payroll. Let's delete, let's say Godfrey. Let's delete Godfrey. Maybe Godfrey has been sacked, or Godfrey is no longer working with us, he resigned. So let's delete Godfrey. Delete. If you come to summary, you see January, Godfrey is no longer there. Here. Then when you go to February, and you say you want to delete root, this number 2, root. So let's delete root for in February. Delete. Let's go to the summary. You see, in February, root is no longer there. The same thing will happen in March. So that tells you that this sheet has been linked to that one. Any amendment you do there will appear here. Any amendment you do in each of those payrolls will appear in the summary sheet. This is the end of this tutorial class. See you next in my other tutorial classes.